good morning. It is 7:26 in the morning. So today's a really good special day for somebody. I'm not going to mention their name because I'm going to keep them anonymous. I'm driving an hour and a half to go pick them up to bring them back to rehab because I guess this whole year they've struggled. And it's just about time, you know. We all have our relapses and addiction. Well, not all of us, but a big part of us have our relapses and addiction. It happens, you know. It's just about getting back up, you know what I mean? And having a support like around you, you know? So I'm excited. I'm going to go pick her up, take her to go get some hygiene, because it's really important. When you're in rehab, they do give you stuff, don't get it wrong. Like, there's donations, you know? A lot of people donate stuff. But it always feels good to have, like, your own kind of stuff, you know? To make the time go by a little bit better and whatnot. I'm very happy for this girl. She's a very bright girl. She has a lot of things good going for her, and I know that she can do it this time. So I'm very excited for her. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. It's always good to give back. You know, part of my recovery, I love to give back. I love to help people in general. I've always been like that my whole life. Even like when I was in my addiction, and I was, you know, doing things to make money, like I was doing porn and whatnot. I did make the time when I made money to get like Airbnbs and cook, and then I would have my friends over, and yeah, I would get high or whatever, but we'd go do service, you know what I mean, and go feed the homeless people and do things like that. I've always had that in me no matter what, but now that I'm sober, I'm able to do it a lot more and to have my head in the right spot to do it. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and I'm very, very, very happy and excited. The driving doesn't bother me because I've been sober, you know. I'm able to have a car, apartment, money in my pocket. So no matter what it is in life, I notice that as long as I'm doing good, things will happen good for me. Things are happening good for me. And I know next year it's going to be my time to shine type of thing. Let me just say that. I'll be able to travel a lot more. I will be able to buy an apartment complex, which I really want to do, and maybe just start my nonprofit. That's one thing I do want to do. I just got to look more into it. I might do that instead of buying my apartment complex. I might just buy a building and do my nonprofit. There's a lot of things I want to do, and I'm very excited about this journey in life now that I'm sober. If anybody's out there that's suffering, like that's in Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah, anywhere in Utah, well, not anywhere in Utah. I know that there's a lot of Odyssey houses throughout Utah. I recommend it. You know, I really hyped them up a lot because I was in addiction for 15 years. 15 years, on, off. But I was never able to stay sober, not a month, maybe like a day, maybe two. It just got really bad, you know. And in California, I wasn't able to stay in the rehabs because I'd have somebody come pick me up, you know. The most I've ever did in a rehab in California, it was in LA, was for a whole month, and then I went on a pass, and then I decided to get high and drink, and then I came back, and they wanted to drug test me, and I couldn't shove the bottle up there quick enough because I had a bottle of pee, because I peed before I got high. Yeah, stupid, but yeah, so I tried to stick it up there, and it was coming out in the middle of the pee test, so I just told them, hey, I'm dirty. And then I ended up running a mission after that, you know, and it caught court cases, you know, had to get bailed out, didn't even pay back the person that bailed me out. Just a lot of shit that happened, you know what I mean? A lot of shit that I do look back and I'm like, holy shit. Addiction can really fuck you up and put you in positions that, you know, that are not good positions. But there's no escaping it. When you are high on drugs, you really are going to end up jails, institutions, or death. That's just the true saying that they say in NA and AA, whatever. You will end up in jail or institution or death. I ended up in jail. I ended up in a mental hospital. You know, not saying that everybody does end up in a mental hospital, but it kind of happens. You know, when you go through addiction, and the way I was doing it was drinking, smoking, not eating, not sleeping, non-stop getting high, non-stop drinking, it throws you into a bad position. Your body's like, you're not thinking right, you do stupid things. I would get bored easy, so I'm really glad to see that when somebody says that they need help and I'm able to offer them to pick them up in my car. It makes me happy when I'm able to pick them up and take them to go get the help that they need. Whatever they do after that, that's their shit. But I will provide my time every Saturday to pick up people from Honesty House and take them out to lunch, take them out wherever they want to go, basically. If they want to go get a shirt or a pair of shoes from the DI, which is at their store out here, I will go do that because I can do that for them. And I know it makes them feel good because when I was in rehab, I had a special person that I don't no longer talk to anymore. But I did have that special person that came every weekend, drove to come see me to bring me my acrylic nails, to bring me perfume, to bring me encouraging notes, to bring me, whatever I needed. She was a really, really, really good support person. But in life, you gotta realize if people are toxic in your life or doing things that you no longer want to do in your life, you have to be selfish. You have to be selfish. You have to set boundaries for yourself. If you don't set boundaries for yourself and you don't be selfish, who's going to look out for you? You got to look out for yourself. At the end of the day, you have to be the best version of you. So by picking up this female, even though it is early, it is an hour and a half away, an hour and a half back, it doesn't bother me. Because I know that I'm helping a person get better in their life. And I do have faith that this person's going to do some good shit. Because when they left the rehab, there was kind of little red flags that I saw as a person, but it's not my place to tell them, because shit. If somebody would have told me some shit when I wanted to leave to go drink or get high or whatever, I'm going to look at them they're fucking crazy. And, so basically, I'm excited for that. Very excited for this today. So just thought I'd share that. And I hope everybody's having a good day. Whoever hears this. People do care about you. It's not always about gain. For me, what I gain actually from doing this, it makes me feel good in my heart. It makes me feel good in my mind. It helps me with my recovery. I'm not doing anything to get anything out of this. I can totally give a shit about nothing in life besides helping people that need that help. Sometimes they may not know that they want it or know that they need it, but just to be that good person to society and actually notice that somebody needs help and without making them feel like shit, having open arms, and not wringing their ass, not throwing it in their face, just helping them on the way to their journey. That makes me feel happy with my recovery. With that said, anybody out there that's suffering in Utah, Honesty House is a shit. I recommend it. I'm always going to recommend it. It is a really hard program. It's one of the hardest programs in the nation. But what's not hard about working on yourself? What's not hard about learning different ways how to cope with your anxiety, with your stress, when shit goes wrong so you don't go get high? I have those skills now. I have many, many skills from that program that I use every fucking day of my life so that I know that when I get upset, I'm not going to want to go get a fucking pipe. I'm not going to want to go get a shot. I know how to handle stress. I know how to do certain things. I have a system in my life that works for me. Everybody's different, But once you get those, those skills, because a lot of us don't get those skills, You either grow up too fast or you hang around the wrong people. You don't know how to cope the right way, or you don't know how to do the things the right way to get the good results, So sometimes it does take time. You've got to learn things. You've got to accept that there's another way of handling ways than your way. Because obviously, if you're doing the same thing wrong all the time and getting in trouble or wondering why you can't go to people's houses or wondering what's this happening to me? Obviously, you got to step back in your life and realize it's not everybody else. It's you. Just work on yourself. At the end of the day, all you got to do is just work on yourself. Everything else will come to you. I used to hear that and I used to be like, oh, shut the fuck up. But now that I've worked on myself, I have my kids in my life. I have my businesses. I have my car. I have a fucking license. It's just amazing. Well, anyways, so whoever's hearing this, I hope I motivated you just a little bit to get off your ass and go to rehab. Or for you to realize that people do out there care. And if you ever do need help and you're in Salt Lake City and you don't have a ride, I have a car. I have time. Doesn't matter what it is. If you need some help that would put you in a position to get into a program, it's not just help to go get a hotel room. I won't do that. It's not help to any of that. But if it is food, I will get off my ass and go get you some food. That's just how I am. I feed everybody. I love to feed people. But if you really want some help to get into a rehab and you're just sad because you don't have nothing to go into rehab with, I will go get you this stuff to go to rehab. And I will drop you off at the rehab and wait till you get into the rehab. If you truly need that, I'm here for you. So it doesn't matter who you are, I'm here for you. So if you need help, just message me on here. I can help you. I have no problem with that. With that said, everybody have a good day. God bless.